Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Good morning, Victor. Good morning, Rhonda. Glad to have you guys all here this morning. Love the opportunity to be able to share with you as God shares with me. This morning as I'm looking, of course, at Proverbs chapter 2 because it's September 2nd, and as you probably know by now, part of my devotion time every day is spent in reading the chapter of Proverbs that goes with the date that we're in. It's interesting, as I read through the Bible in a year, there's a point where I'm reading through Proverbs, and so I spend time in Proverbs in my devotion time, and then I come back and I still read the date that corresponds, the chapter that corresponds with the date. I've been doing it for years, and it has yet to let me down. The Word of God can't. It won't let you down. Matter of fact, it builds on itself to the point where it is a powerful resource. It's kind of what I want to talk about today. In Proverbs chapter 2, we're talking about the worth of wisdom. Talking about the value of it, and not only what its greatest value is, greater than gold and silver and hidden treasure, but it's so ingrained that not only do you accept it when it comes to you, but you chase after it. Verse 1 and through 5 says this: My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, listening closely to wisdom and directing your heart to understanding. Furthermore, if you call out to insight and lift your voice to understanding, if you seek it like silver, search for it like hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and discover the knowledge of God. How powerful is that? But that's not even where I wanted to go today. In verse 10 it says, For wisdom will enter your mind, or into the center of you. It will become your core. And knowledge will delight your heart, or your soul. Discretion will watch over you, and understanding will guard you, rescuing you from the way of evil, from the one who says perverse things, from those who abandon the right paths to walk in the ways of darkness, from those who enjoy doing evil and celebrating perversion, whose paths are crooked and whose ways are devious. It will rescue you from the foreign or forbidden woman and the stranger with her flattering talk, who abandons the companions of her youth and forgets the covenant of her God. For her house sinks down to death, and her ways to the land of the departed spirits. Verse 11 is a powerful verse because it says, discretion will watch over you and understanding will guard you, rescuing you from the way of evil and from all the things that could lead you astray. Discretion will watch over you, understanding will guard you. What's that supposed to mean? In a very basic way, it means this. You make a decision, and then you back that decision up with an argument that will support it. You can make a decision, but if you don't have the argument, you won't stand by it. If you have an argument, but you didn't make a decision, you won't stand by it. You have to make a decision and back it with an argument that you can't dismiss. The only way you do that is this right here. The Word of God. In Ephesians chapter 6, Paul tells us that we need to put on or take the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. That sword is your defense against all the evil schemes. It's the only offensive weapon you got. You have to have your decision and your argument in place and be unwavering in it. And when you stand and you're done standing, continue to stand, Paul says. I think it's really important we remember that today. Discretion will watch over you and understanding will guard you, rescuing you from the way of evil. You make a decision, you back it by an argument that supports that decision, and you don't waver from it. It's that easy and that absolutely hard and that critical. Today, guys, as you go out into the world, you're going to have that decision made and have that argument to back it up. It's exhausting sometimes. But when you're done standing, there's so much that comes from it. And if you don't stand, well, let me read it for you. Proverbs chapter 2, verse 21 and 22. Or 19 through 22. None who go to her, none reach the path of life. If you don't hold to your decision and back it with a argument that you can hold on to, you can't return. Verse 20, so follow the way of good people and keep to the right paths of the righteous. For the upright will inhabit the land, and those of integrity will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the treacherous uprooted from it. Guys, make a decision. Back it with an argument. Hold on to that argument no matter what, and hold to your decision. I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. God bless.